This is what Apostle Chiwenga said to Morgan Tsvangirayi when he was still alive. And he mentioned something that is critical. And maybe we're seeing this playing out in our life. I want us to take a look at this video. And I want you to tell me your honest opinion. I've not heard him saying this in any other platform, but this was the first time Apostle Chiwenga admitted to have met Morgan Tsvangirayi back then in 2015 and delivering this prophecy to him.
So in 2015, in 2015, some people came to me.
Yes.
And they said, there is a man who wants to talk to you. Some people came to me and they said, Mr. Morgan Tsvangirayi wanted to talk to me. This is a true story. I left my car in town.
Yes.
And they drove me to his Strathaven home. And when I met with him, he wanted to know whether he is going to be the president of Zimbabwe or not. And I told him in no uncertain terms that there is no plan for him to be president. God wanted him to play a part in introducing responsible politics in Zimbabwe, where leaders are held accountable for their actions.
Yes.
That is all that he was meant to do. And he had played his part. And I told him that he has no capacity to be a president.
Mm-hmm.
He changed his face and he said, what do you mean? And I said, you are very naive. And that weakness is very dangerous for a person who wants to be a president, especially in Africa. You are surrounded by crooks. And those crooks have costed your reputation a lot. People who we are working with right now, there are two groups of people. There are people who are around you. They don't care about Zimbabwe. They just love to identify with you because you are the face of opposition politics.
Yes.
So they are around you for their own personal gain. There's been a lot of money stolen from your party by those whom you work with. And it's becoming increasingly difficult to talk about corruption when there is already corruption in your own party.
Yes.
And the second group of people you are using people who are working for the party you are planning to replace. You are infested with moles. Zvekuti 1/3 of the people that you are trusting, they work for ZANU-PF. And some of them are going to be discovered after you are gone that they were moles. And I told him that your naivety is actually amazing. You are too naive to think that you can replace ZANU-PF by political rallies with all this military apparatus that ZANU-PF is using.
Yes.
This naivety of yours is what is decorating your political profile.
What do you make of this prophecy by Apostle Chiwenga and this declaration that is now making now? Does this speak to the same way how he views Nelson Chamisa in these upcoming elections? Are we seeing the same naivety that was said? Or was this the reason why Apostle Chiwenga went on to bash Nelson Chamisa for taking probably a stance that was maybe a little bit lower than what Morgan Tsvangirayi, yes, is advocating for peace? But tell me what you think about this whole issue, and please subscribe to the channel.